Sometimes when I'm looking around on the internet, I'll Google Catholic just to see what kind of information I can find that maybe I can use for a presentation or a homily. And sometimes I end up pulling up something where people are bashing Catholics, the Protestants. Not that all of them are bad, no, but there are some groups of them that tend to really despise the Catholic Church and say all kinds of bad things about them, like the Pope is a false prophet and that he's the Antichrist, and say that the Catholic Church has misled people and people are losing their souls. Well, if we look at today's reading, Peter, who obviously was the leader of the whole church, Peter was considered our first pope. So, why does the church need a leader, need a pope? Well, for sure, if we didn't have a leader, people would argue and break off into their own groups, but a leader helps keep us unified. And if we look into the New Testament, there were other leaders as well, the 12 apostles. Paul looked up to Peter and recognized him as the leader of Christ's church. So that time when Jesus picked Peter to head his new church, his teachings were passed on right down through to today, and we still have a leader of the church, and that is our Pope. Peter was the first Pope, and there were popes generation after generation until today when we have the church leader, our Pope, Pope Francis. Also, I get a little, weary when I see people making all kinds of comments about this or that. And what I think is interesting is that back in 1500, Martin Luther was kind of upset with the church and with the abuse that he saw happening and the scandals, and he just thought that the church wasn't following Jesus' teachings. So he went off and set up his own religion and church. And as a result, we saw many people break off from his religion and start their own church and their own religion. And did you know that just about every week there are 100 new Christian religions, and they all think that theirs is the right one and everyone else is wrong? However, the Catholic Church has been steadfast and solid for over 2,000 years, carrying on Jesus' teachings. And the reason is because we have the Pope, plus the bishops, all working together to make sure that we stay true to Jesus' teachings, right from day one to today. So as Catholics, we are very fortunate to have a Pope. And it really is a gift from God to us to help keep us unified as a church and to help carry on the same teachings of Jesus right to today. So I would invite each and every one of you to please pray for our Pope, Pope Francis, and for our bishops, and ask God to bless them and give them the strength and wisdom to lead our church. Thank you, and God bless you.